marketplace, managing partnerships. I manage the partnership with ChannelSale, based in the San Francisco Bay Area, and I've been at Walmart for 10 weeks, having a great time here. Prior to Walmart, I was also in the Bay Area, working at Endicia, working in shipping for e-commerce. What I intend to do today is give you an overview of Walmart Marketplace, what we're trying to achieve, what you can expect as a seller, what sort of sellers we're looking for, and how to get started selling on the platform. Okay, so Walmart Marketplace is currently the #1 priority for Walmart Global e-commerce. So we have a lot of resource behind this project, and while we're a fairly lean team, almost like a startup within a large company, we're recruiting heavily and we're growing very fast. So we relaunched Walmart Marketplace platform in 2016 for extra capacity for growth, and we are officially open for business. So we are looking for sellers, we are looking to grow the business. Now, what is Walmart Marketplace? So for some time now, Walmart has been selling products first party on Walmart.com. Walmart Marketplace is the addition of third-party seller products on Walmart.com to first-party products. So as a seller, you will see your products sitting alongside Walmart's own products on Walmart.com. And these will be visible to the 80 million plus unique visitors we receive on Walmart.com each month. So why did Walmart choose to build a marketplace? Well, we built a marketplace, so Walmart is focused on the customer. Everything we do is customer-centric. And we saw that these 80 million unique visitors each month were typing in a lot of searches for products that Walmart didn't stock in Walmart's inventory. So the strategic decision was made to start to add to the assortment, showing relevant products to the audience that we have on the website. A lot of products Walmart doesn't necessarily want to stock themselves. We're not necessarily the best at supplying them, so we're looking to third parties with marketplace experience to help us fill this gap. And now what we're seeing is that the target audience for Walmart.com is slightly different than for the retail stores. So while we still focus on the lowest prices, as we do in the retail stores, we're also seeing that searches on Walmart.com are looking for a lot of extra things that we wouldn't necessarily have in store, such as brand names like Nike, Bose, even Rolex. So by becoming a seller on Walmart.com, you get access to 80 million unique visitors a month, a significant diversity, millennials being the largest customer segment that we see. So we believe at Walmart.com, Walmart Marketplace, that we're in a position as the largest retail chain, as the #1 multi-channel retailer in the country, and as the second largest retailer online. We believe we're in a position to provide a new alternative marketplace to sellers in the US. Okay, so customers, when they come to Walmart, they want to find products at the right price and the right assortment, and we want them coming back again and again. We want to maintain the values that Sam Walton built the company on, the tradition of trust and quality of service. We're looking for partners that provide excellent service, top quality products at compelling prices and in categories that the customers are looking for. From a seller perspective, what we're offering here is access to our large customer base, and also what we're seeing as net new sales. So products that you stock that you are selling on other marketplaces, that you'll obviously have your products that sell particularly well, and you'll also have some stuff in your inventory that doesn't move quite as quickly off your shelves. What's interesting about Walmart Marketplace is that feedback we're getting from a lot of sellers is that the categories or the products that work well on Walmart Marketplace are not necessarily identical to the categories that work well on your other marketplaces. So we're in the infancy of the marketplace business. The number of sellers we have working on Walmart Marketplaces is in the hundreds. It'll be in the thousands next year. So what you're seeing at the moment is less competition in certain categories. So sellers who get to the marketplace earlier on may have a first mover advantage, you might say. So how does Walmart Marketplace operate? Well, it's similar to the other marketplaces in that Walmart.com displays your products and handles the checkout for the customers. You as the seller, you hold the inventory, you manage the fulfillment, you set the price of your products and the shipping and handling, and you manage the customer support. When you've received an order and then fulfilled it and then posted the tracking number back within 24 hours, and you'll be liable to receive payment from Walmart. And Walmart will pay you bi-weekly, obviously deducting the seller fees, which we'll talk about later. Okay, so this screen shows you what a customer would see, how your product would be displayed on Walmart.com to a customer. A question we sometimes get is how does the seller know that they're buying from me as a seller as opposed to buying directly from Walmart? Because if the first party and third party products sit together, displayed in the same way, a search will bring up a combination of both. So if you look at the top area on the right that's circled in red, in this instance you'll see it says sold by Beach Cameras. So Beach Camera is the seller. They're the one that hold the inventory and responsible for the sale. In the box below, in the circled area below, you will see the buy box. And a question we often get is, if I'm selling the same SKU as Walmart on the site, will Walmart automatically win the buy box? The answer is no. So if you meet the criteria to win the buy box, this includes the lowest price, amongst other things, you will win the buy box over Walmart's own products. Now, the way that the catalog is managed on Walmart.com is similar to the way that the catalog is managed on Amazon. In that, the first seller to add UPC holds the content, and you can tie as the second seller or the third seller for this UPC, you can tie your product to the initial product. So what this means is we don't have a marketplace with several versions of identical items. Everything is tied by UPC. And one requirement to be a seller on Walmart Marketplace is that you do include UPCs for all of your SKUs. Okay, so what you see here is a screenshot from Walmart's Seller Center. Seller Center is where you'll go in to set up your consumer ID and private key, which are your credentials. Many functions can be performed in here, and Walmart invests heavily in the platform to scale it, building all sorts of tools to help you do your business. That said, Walmart Marketplace is not an expert in everything. We understand there are gaps in the things that we do, and that's why we look to a partner like ChannelSale to provide services like pushing catalog up to Walmart Marketplace, managing your inventory, order management, all those things that Walmart Marketplace is not an expert in. We look to partners like ChannelSale to perform these tasks. And what we're trying to do is build both with internal features and functionality, and our partners is to build an ecosystem that sets sellers up for success. Okay, on this page, you see the rates that you will pay as a seller on the total sale price, including shipping and handling. So these rates are consistent with the other major marketplaces. as a rule of thumb, we say 15%. Some categories are higher, some categories are lower, but it's consistent with what you'll be paying elsewhere. And what's interesting about Walmart Marketplace fee structure is that there is no monthly fee, so you only pay a fee when you actually sell your product. There is also no repeated listing fee, and there's no setup cost from Walmart Marketplace. So this fee schedule is the only commission that you will pay when you sell a product. Now, as a marketplace, we want to expand the product assortment. We want to provide all the relevant things that Walmart.com customers want to buy. But we have a focus on certain categories. Certain categories we serve better. Certain categories we're particularly interested in finding sellers to serve. These categories include consumer electronics, apparel, apparel accessories, outdoor goods, home goods, and sporting goods. That said, there are several other categories that you can see here, and if you've got a great product and a great service, and you've got UPCs, we want to work with you, and we want you to help us serve customers and provide that diverse assortment. There are also a list of prohibited product categories, things like cigarettes and alcohol, weapons, sexual health equipment, those sorts of things we don't necessarily want on Marketplace at this point in time. There's one category I'd like to raise that at present we don't serve super well, and that is automotive. Automotive where fitment is required. So we don't currently have the functionality at the back end to manage fitment where you have an automotive part that fits various different models and makes of car. So something to avoid for now, but something we're working on for the future. Okay, so what sort of sellers is Walmart Marketplace looking for? We've talked a bit about the product assortment, the categories. There are certain criteria that we work with ChannelSale to ensure that we get a certain caliber of seller. So there's a minimum GMV threshold. It's not a number I can share. ChannelSale are aware of this, and they can give you an idea of whether or not you fit into the category that we're looking for at the moment. By keeping a GMV threshold, we try to ensure that there's a certain size of seller. A seller is a serious business. There's got to be a serious business to hit this GMV threshold. What's also very important to Walmart is that the seller has experience on other major marketplaces. So one thing we ask is for a seller to provide a URL to at least one other major marketplace site that they're using. And our team will look at the product reviews, we'll look at the feedback. We have a certain set of criteria that have got to be matched. If they're not, at this point, we won't allow the seller onto the site. Something else that's important, for now, we're focused on the US business. What this means is seller has to have a US business entity with US tax ID, and they've got to be fulfilling their orders from the US. So it's got to be a warehouse in the US. It can be your own warehouse, it could be a 3PL warehouse, but it's got to originate in the US. And we also don't allow orders to be fulfilled by Amazon FBA. The reason being is that we don't want Walmart generated orders going out in Amazon boxes. So those are the things to think about when you're looking at selling on Walmart Marketplace. And if you decide that it's a fit for you, how do you get started? Well, a good place to start is the joint onboarding doc that Walmart Marketplace and ChannelSale have put together that I believe you can download from this webinar. So take a look at that. And I'll talk a little bit about the process here. So once you've submitted your interest to ChannelSale, you may have given them a call, say, yeah, I think we're a good fit for Walmart Marketplace. ChannelSale will send your details over to us. We'll put you on the system as a lead, and then we will email out an application invite to you. So be prepared, whatever email address you provide, be prepared to receive this in your inbox. This will give you a link to click to a form. On this form, you'll enter your company information, you'll enter the URLs of your marketplaces, you'll enter your GMV, that's gross merchandise value. When you click submit, the form is automatically sent back to the Walmart team. Somebody from the business development direct team will take a look. They may give you a call to ask a few questions, so don't be worried if they do. This is perfectly normal. From there, your application is passed to trust and safety. So trust and safety is something we take very seriously. We want to ensure our extremely high quality of seller and product. We don't want counterfeit products. We don't want sellers who are going to come sell a few things, give bad service and leave. We want you to be in for the long haul to provide excellent service that we expect to customers. So trust and safety is the final path on the business side. They look through your business information, they do a few checks, and when they're happy, they will email out the Walmart contract to you. So it's a contract sent with a link, and take a look, read through, review it. When you're happy with this contract, submit it online. That will automatically be confirmed back to our CRM system, so we'll know that you've accepted the contract. From there, you will move into Walmart onboarding or Walmart technical onboarding. And this is a separate division of Walmart. Now, ChannelSale, as an excellent partner, provide a lot of the onboarding services. So work with them on the inventory side and order testing. Walmart onboarding, though, may reach out to you. You'll get a link to Seller Center where you can set up your business information on there. That's something that needs to be completed, and also where you can get the credentials that you need to pass to ChannelSale. Typically, the onboarding process takes 4 to 6 weeks. Sometimes it can be faster. Sometimes it depends on the time of year. The idea is to get your application in early and work back. So if you think holiday season is a time that you want to be getting sales on Walmart, and also you might not want to be developing new channels at that stage, work back from, say, end of October. Think, okay, I really need to be submitting, applying to Walmart by this date if I want to get the most out of the holiday season. Okay, we have a question here. We don't have a huge list of questions, so you'll be able to save some time back and get back to your businesses. One question has come through: how much sales do you need to qualify for Walmart Marketplace? Unfortunately, I can't give the exact threshold. This is something to discuss with ChannelSale. Give ChannelSale your information. They'll submit it to us, and we'll let them know if you qualify. I think the most important thing is if you're a one-man or woman show, and you're running the whole business yourself, and you're shipping products from your garage, you're probably not going to be meeting the GMV. There's a chance you might, but you're probably not. So if you've got a full-time warehouse, or you've got full-time customer support, 3 or 4 people in your business, then there's more likelihood you're going to hit the GMV. This is a number I can't actually share. We don't have a huge list of questions, so any more questions, please submit them through the webinar, and I'll work with ChannelSale to get you some more answers over. Get the answers emailed out to you, and then, yeah, we look forward to working with you. So I want to say a thank you to ChannelSale. So this is a new partnership, and I've really enjoyed going through the development process with ChannelSale. It looks like their technology is extremely effective. I know they've been in business since 2007. I've heard great things about them in the marketplace. So we're really happy to be working with ChannelSale, and we really appreciate the work they're doing to make it easier for sellers to onboard. We look forward to having you on board. As a final note, I would like to reiterate that at this point in time, we are growing fast. A lot of sellers want to get onto Walmart Marketplace, but we only have in the hundreds. We don't have the 7-figure number of sellers that the other marketplaces have. So really, if you've got the right product and you want to get on the site, you're going to get a first mover advantage in a lot of categories, and that could be interesting for your business. thank you for your time. I'll pass you back over to Alroy.
Hi, Chris. Thank you for the presentation, and it was wonderful. I'm sure most of the questions were answered. But guys, if you all have any further questions, what you all can do is you all can paste the questions in the webinar, okay? And it's on the interface itself. There will be an option, and we'll have them answered maybe at a later part, or send the email. Now, I would also like to reiterate that this is a recorded session, and for those of you all who missed the same, we will also be sharing the details on how the same can be accessed. Thank you so much for your time, and it was wonderful having you all on board, without which this wouldn't have been a success. Take care, and you'll have a great day. Bye-bye.